my last lecture, I have discussed about the Ucha and Neech Rashi of the planets. Now, in KAS system, role of Karak and root Karak is very important. In some other lecture, I have already told that zodiac is divided in 12 signs. Birth chart is a map of sky at the time of birth. The first house is known as ascendant or lagna. The ascendant is the sign and degree rising at the eastern horizon for the birthplace at the time of birth. So birth chart is also divided in 12 houses. One house means one sign. Each house represents one sign. The Lagna sign is known as the first house. Other house in northern system, northern style, writing the chart in northern style, other house is counted in anti-clockwise direction. So second house will be the second house in anti-clockwise direction from Lagna. Third house will be third house from the Lagna in anti-clockwise direction. So this way 12 houses in northern chart are taken as anti-clockwise direction. Some persons follow southern style. So in southern style, the chart is slightly different. In southern style, the signs are fixed. The Lagna we are putting in that particular sign. The rising sign is east horizon, and that is first house. That is placed in the particular sign in the southern chart. And from that sign to the where the ascendant is situated or Lagna is there, we give the number 1, the next house will be given 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. That is in clockwise direction. This is the main difference in writing the southern and the northern style chart. The person having more experience using the northern chart, it will be very easy for him to find out which is 5th house, which is 6th house, like this. When he is using southern style chart, he gets good idea that this house is, immediately counts that this is the 5th house or this is 6th house or like this. All the 12th house of the chart indicates some event of the life. This will discuss in our further lecture. For any event of the life, we refer a particular house, and that house is called as a house under focus or house under consideration. In KAS, we denote that house by letter B. I am explaining how KAS system we are using the houses. So, the house under focus for which we are finding the result, we denote it by letter B. In KAS, Karak is a more important. Karak means, the meaning of the word Karak. Meaning of the word Karak is doer, the maker, or the significator, or one who causes things to happen. A Karak planet controls the result of house B. Karak planet is lord of 8th house from house B. The status of Karak. Status of Karak planet is mainly responsible for the quality and quantum of the result of the house B, house under focus. Now status, I use the word status. Status, in due course of time I will explain the meaning of status. In short, if the Karak planet is situated in good sign or in good house of the chart, the result of the house under consideration, means house B, will be beneficial. Means happy result will be experienced. If Karak planet is spoiled due to any reason, the result of house B will be delayed or decreased or may be denied. We can say planets have a natural significations for certain houses, known as a Karak, which are indicator of a natural characteristic exhibited by a planet. Now I told Karak planet is the lord of 8th house from house B. This also means every planet is Karak of 6th house from its sign, from its own sign. I think this is clear. outer planets are having, or inner planet also are having, except Sun and Moon, all the other planets are having lordship of two houses. This means they are karak for two different houses also. For example, Venus is Lord of Taurus, Rishabh, and also Lord of Libra. Now, taking into consideration the Taurus, suppose we are considering the night chart, Kalpurush chart. I already explained in my last lecture that Kalpurush chart is a chart when it is started with Aries sign as a first house. So, Taurus sign in natural chart will be second house. So, this Venus will be Karak for seventh house, which is sixth house from second. No, seventh house represents marriage of the native, or it represents the spouse of the native. If it is a male chart, means wife of the native. If it is male chart, female chart, then husband of the native. In the Kalpurush chart itself, Jupiter is Lord of 12th house, Pisces sign. This means Jupiter is Karak for 5th house, which signifies children. This way, natural Karak for different houses are fixed. We follow the same law, same method. Lord of 8th house from any house under consideration is treated as Karak for that house. The status of the Karak in the chart, in that chart itself, gives the basic reason or the cause for the event represented by the house under consideration or house under study. Again, in natural sign, again natural chart is having Aries ascendant. So in natural chart, the Lord of 8th house is known as a natural Karak for that house. For Aries ascendant, from the ascendant, first house, 8th house is Scorpio. This means, again Lord of Scorpio is Mars. So Mars itself is natural Karak for Lagna or ascendant or native. Just I explained that second house is ruled by Venus, Taurus sign, in natural chart. Hence, it is Karak for 7th house. Means, natural Karak for marriage is Venus. So, in natural chart or Kalpurush chart, such Karak or 8th house lord from any house is known as natural Karak. For any other chart, when I say when any other chart means when the ascendant is changing, some other ascendant there, still Karak planet will be 8th lord. In such case, sign will be changing. Suppose we are taking Cancer Lagna. So 8th lord will be Saturn. In 8th house it will be Aquarius sign. Lord of that Aquarius sign is Saturn. Hence for Cancer Lagna, functional Karak for Lagna will be Saturn. Same way, second house is having Leo sign. Lord of Leo is Sun. So for Cancer Lagna, Sun will be Karak for 7th house or marriage for Cancer Lagna. I think this portion is clear. So, Venus is natural Karak for marriage, and for different Lagna, functional Karak will change. In natural chart, or if the chart is having Aries Lagna itself, in that case, functional Karak and natural Karak will be the same planet. So, functional Karak is a lord of house, 8th house from house B. We denote this house as house A. So, house A is Karak for house B. Again, I will repeat the same thing. Karak of any house under focus is the lord of 8th house from that house. In Kalpurush chart, Karak is known as a natural Karak, and in other chart, it is known as a functional Karak. This means natural Karak for all the events of life are fixed. We already know that particular house indicates particular event. Hence, in natural chart, its Karak is fixed. This means natural Karak for marriage is Venus. Natural Karak for children, 5th house is Jupiter. Natural Karak for wealth, 2nd house, 8th lord from 2nd house is Sagittarius, that is also Jupiter. So, natural Karak for wealth is again Jupiter. For longevity, we take third house, life, longevity of the person, life. The natural karak is 10th lord, that is Saturn. Natural karak for. Of course, in Vedic, instead of taking Saturn as a karak for longevity, they are taking it as a karak for death. In other words, I should say, when it is a karak for life, means automatically other effect it is karak for death also. But in our system, in KAS, karak for death is allotted to Mercury. 12th house is the happiness, house of happiness. Its karak is again automatically 8th house from 12th house is 7th house, and lord of 7th house is Venus, Libra sign. So Venus is again karak for 12th house. So natural karak for all the houses and for all the events of the chart are fixed. First house indicates the individuality. Its karak is natural karak is Mars. So if the Mars is powerful in the chart, automatically the individuality of the person increases. Third house also denote parakram. So Saturn is a karak for, natural karak for parakram. Fourth house indicates so many things in that way. Actually happiness from the home house. It also indicates minds, etc. And Saturn is karak for fourth house. So the same karak in Vedic is also followed the same thing. But some more karaks have been added in the Vedic astrology, but we are following only these karak, and only natural karak is fixed. So that is, I think, the concept of natural karak is clear now. I will stop here. I should thank you for hearing me. In next lecture, I will give information about functional karak.